Okay, everyone, Halloween is on Monday. So this month we've been covering ways to stay consistent with your efforts. Let's face it, if we're not consistent with our efforts, regardless of what goal you might have in mind, you're really not going to get anywhere. When it comes to weight loss, inconsistency equals maintenance. And sometimes inconsistency can actually cause the scale to go up. So whether you are losing weight, whether you have a goal of a certain, body composition, a certain number of minutes that you walk or, a mile run, regardless of the goal, you have to be consistent. So consistency is key. There's just no question about it. And now that we're coming upon the holiday season, the task of being consistent gets a little bit more tricky. So that's why I'm doing the Fit and Healthy for the Holiday free 5-day challenge. And all you really have to do is click on the link in this post, sign up. So I've been talking about all week ways that we can stay consistent, but also the idea of planning. Because if we're really not planning, it's hard to be consistent. So I'm going to give you 3 top tips to make sure that you've planned properly so that you can avoid temptation. Temptation is the enemy of consistency. Do you agree? You're coming home, you're tired, you're hungry, you didn't bring anything with you, you don't have a stash of healthy food in your car, and all of a sudden you see the drive-thru. I mean, what are you going to do? It's not rocket science, right? But a little bit of planning can make a huge difference in our level of consistency. So here are 3 top tips for being consistent, but first let me just introduce myself. For those who don't know me, I am Stacy Portugal. I am a concierge weight loss coach, and I help over 40 women who are struggling with their changing bodies. I help them to get to their goals, their weight loss goals, and get the results they deserve. So whether you're looking to improve your health, whether you have some stubborn weight, or you just feel like you've fallen to the bottom of the list, that is who I help. So let's get to the 3 top tips for planning. So the first tip, if you want to plan and be able to overcome temptation, is to stay satisfied. So here's what I mean by that. Make sure that you are mentally and physically staying satisfied. I mean, when you think about what keeps you satisfied, is it knowing that you've got built-in treats into your program, that you're eating food you enjoy and not white-knuckling it? Also, physically, are you satisfied? Are you really thinking about, did I get enough protein? Do I have enough fats? Did I eat my share of complex carbohydrates so I feel good, right? Satiety is a deep down thing. I want you to think about your level of satisfaction after a bag of chips versus a really healthy, well-balanced meals. And what I like to do is I go through meal planning with my clients to make sure they're eating foods that they like, but also that they are satisfied, right? Getting enough nutrients, enough macronutrients. Okay, so the first tip is to stay satisfied. The second tip to plan so that you can overcome temptation is just have your tools for planning available. So it's tracking, have whatever tracker you choose. If you're tracking by pen and paper, if you use a favorite app, whatever it is, tracking is one of the most basic weight loss skills and something I always emphasize with clients. Another thing is food prep. And actually, my free 5-day challenge, Fit and Healthy for the Holidays, I'm going to be releasing a food prep video. And it's going to have a lot of fun, really simple ideas, because God knows I'm not a cook, So a lot of fun and simple ideas to help you do the planning you need and the food prep you need so that healthy eating is just convenient and it's already planned out for you. All right, so we need tools for planning. We want to make sure we're staying satisfied, and we also want established meal routines. So, hey, Halloween is coming up, and go Cubs. I'm here in Chicago, so every single night we are kind of having a little party watching the World Series. So you really have to make sure that you establish your food routines and that you're really sticking to them as closely as possible, especially on a day like Halloween or if you have a social event like a party coming up. All right, so I'm also going to give you a little bit of tough love today, a reality check. Monday is Halloween, so you might be a Chicagoan and celebrating the Cubs this weekend, or you might have just some events coming up for Halloween, whether it's trick-or-treating on Monday with kids or grandkids, or this weekend if you are going to just go to some parties with some friends. Halloween is one day and one day only. So don't let the Halloween mentality take up too much space of time. So let's get more specific. Your point of purchase, when you go into a grocery store, what you buy at that grocery store really, really matters. That's a very important decision because what you bring into your house, Facebook Live, you really need to figure out at the point of purchase what you are going to bring into your house. If you have trick-or-treaters or young children, how much junk do you really need in the house? What's the reality? How many trick-or-treaters are you actually going to have? Thinking about all these things is essential to make sure that your kitchen is managed properly, okay? So thinking about the point of purchase, recognizing that Halloween is just one day, and also the day of Halloween or any day of a social event, remember these 3 tips to keep temptation at bay. Stay satisfied, so eat proper meals, use tools for planning, okay, like your tracker, like the food prep, and also eat when you can on a schedule. Respect your established routines as much as possible so that we don't allow one day to get away from us, okay? So Halloween is just the start of the holiday season, and I really hope that you'll join me for Fit and Healthy for the holidays. And when I say fit, I'm not talking about exercise, although exercise is great. We are going to be talking about time management during this busy time of year. Fit and Healthy for the holidays is a way that we can continue on with our goals and still enjoy the holiday season. So all you got to do is click the link above in this post and join us. Most of the information will come in your inbox, but we're going to have great discussions on the Over 40 group page. So once you register, I'll give you a link to join our Facebook page, and we have amazing discussions. So anyway, wishing you all a really happy Thursday. Go Cubs. Have a happy Halloween. And remember, this is just the start of the holiday season. So we need to do a little planning. We need to be a little bit more prepared if we want to reach the goals and get the results we deserve. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you next time.